Yo, nature lovers! Let's talk about the bald eagle, America's ultimate wingman. This bird isn't just majestic, it's a symbol of freedom and power. Picture this, a massive bird with piercing eyes, razor-sharp talons, and a wingspan wider than your buddy's truck. That's the bald eagle, a true American icon. Now don't let the name fool you. These guys aren't actually bald. They've got a head full of bright white feathers that really pop against their dark brown bodies. It's like nature's own contrast setting. These birds are huge, weighing up to 14 pounds. That's almost as heavy as your Thanksgiving turkey. And their wingspan? Up to 8 feet. Imagine trying to fit that in your backyard. The bald eagle is like the rock star of the bird world. They're instantly recognizable, and everyone knows their call. It's that classic screech you hear in movies, the one that makes you think of wide open spaces and untamed wilderness. These birds are tough, resilient, and they've got a story to tell. So, buckle up as we dive into the world of the bald eagle, from their nesting habits to their fight for survival. Trust me, it's a wild ride. Let's talk real estate, eagle style. These birds aren't fans of cramped apartments. They need space, lots of it. You'll find them near large bodies of water like lakes, rivers, and coastlines. Think of it as prime waterfront property. Why the water view? Simple. It's all about the buffet. These birds are expert anglers, plucking fish right out of the water with their deadly talons. Talk about a takeout menu. But these birds aren't just looking for a good meal. They need a safe place to raise a family. And when it comes to nests, they don't mess around. We're talking massive structures made of sticks, branches, and anything else they can find. Some nests can be 10 feet wide and weigh over a ton. These nests are like fortresses in the sky, perched high up in the tallest trees. Talk about a room with a view. And the best part? They use these nests year after year, adding more material each time. It's like a family heirloom passed down through generations. So, if you're ever out hiking near a lake or river, keep your eyes peeled for these impressive nests. Just remember, admire from a distance. You don't want to interrupt an eagle family dinner. All right, let's talk baby eagles. These little fluff balls are called eaglets, and they're about as cute as a bird of prey can be. But don't let the cuteness fool you. They're born to be wild. Both parents are involved in raising their young. It's a true team effort. Dad's the provider, bringing home the bacon, or should I say, the fish. He's also in charge of home security, keeping the nest safe from predators. Mom's the nurturer. She keeps the eggs warm, feeds the chicks, and teaches them the ropes of being an eagle. It's like a bird version of boot camp. The eaglets are pretty helpless at first. They can't fly, hunt, or even see straight. But they grow up fast. Within a few months, they're already flapping their wings, testing their limits. And by summer's end, they're ready to take their first flight. Watching a young eagle take flight for the first time is an incredible sight. It's a moment of pure freedom as they soar through the air, leaving the nest behind. Talk about a confidence booster. But even after they leave the nest, the young eagles still rely on their parents for guidance and support. It's like that awkward phase after graduation when you're still living at home, trying to figure things out. Eagle talk, squawks, screeches, and social circles. Let's talk bird banter. You know that classic eagle screech? It's not just for show. These birds have a surprisingly complex vocabulary. They use different calls to communicate with each other, warn of danger, and attract mates. It's like their own secret language. They've got calls for, "Hey, look, food," and "back off. This is my territory." They even have special calls for courting rituals. Talk about smooth operators. Now, you might think these birds are loners, soaring through the sky solo. But they can be surprisingly social, especially during breeding season and when food is plentiful. They'll gather in large groups called congregations, kind of like bird parties. They'll hang out, share food, and maybe even gossip about the best fishing spots. Who knows what goes on at these gatherings? But when it comes to nesting, they value their personal space. They'll fiercely defend their territory from rivals, putting on impressive aerial displays to ward off intruders. It's like a scene straight out of an action movie. Feathered guardians, keeping nature in check. Let's face it, predators often get a bad rap, but these guys are essential to a healthy ecosystem. Think of them as nature's cleanup crew. Their diet consists mainly of fish, but they're not picky eaters. They'll also snack on waterfowl, rodents, reptiles, and even carrion. Basically, if they can catch it, they'll eat it. By keeping populations of these animals in check, they help maintain balance in the food chain. It's like they're running a natural pest control service. Plus, by scavenging on carrion, they help prevent the spread of disease. Talk about an all-natural sanitation team, but their impact goes beyond just keeping things tidy. They also play a role in shaping the landscape. Remember those massive nests? They provide shelter and nesting sites for other birds and animals. So next time you see a bald eagle soaring overhead, remember, they're not just a pretty face. They're vital members of the ecosystem, working hard to keep things in check. If you enjoyed learning about these incredible birds, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating wildlife content.